Okie
Mm.
dokie smoky.
Speaking of smoke, let me roll up my blunt too, because I need a blunt to get over this review.
It wasn't that bad. It really wasn't.
You're right
It
about
really
that. It
wasn't.
wasn't that bad. Like I would still watch this over Confessions any day.
Confessions?
Yeah,
What's Confessions?
it's a movie that had Lance Gross, Journey Smollett, Brandy, one of Tyler Perry's worst movies in my
Oh,
opinion.
oh, 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 the one where at the end turns out she had motherfucking AIDS.
Yes, 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 yes. That's the one.
Yeah, I remember that, John. But I don't feel like that wasn't the name of it. It was called Confessions.
Confessions of a Therapist. Some shit, some stupid shit like that. And
Oh, okay.
this is actually the second Tyler Perry movie I talked about on this channel. Wow. I've been here for 10 years now, talking about two Tyler Perry movies.
Did you see Grace? I think it was called Grace.
Oh, don't even get me started on that one. Don't even, don't even get me started on that one, please. I saw that twice. I didn't want to see it again.
You saw it twice?
Yeah, one of it was the real thing. The other one was a reaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's crazy too because I was planning on watching Mia Culpa again, but one of my favorite YouTubers dropped a reaction, ironically, on this movie, which he actually pre-recorded and stuff like that too. So it's just like, fuck it. I've been watch. I didn't want to waste my time watching that movie again, honestly.
I think I know because if she's on YouTube, I think I saw that when I typed in Mea Culpa. I saw a young lady like sitting in front of a screen and it was like 43 minutes long.
Oh
And
wow.
this is before I asked my mom for her password so I could go on Netflix. And I was like, maybe I could just cheat a little.
Why?
Until like I saw it, but I didn't really see it. Watch the cliff notes, but then I was
Mm,
like, nah.
right. Mm. Whew, that burger was good as fuck. God damn. Mm. I don't want y'all to see me licking my fingers and shit. Well, I'll show it to Lashia, but not to everybody else. I mean,
You know what I want to try? There's this place in Jersey, and they have Krabby the pretty patties.
I thought you were about to say Krabby Patty for a minute.
But I mean, it's based off of the pretty patties that they had on SpongeBob when he took
Oh
and he
wow.
did the different color buns.
Yeah.
So they have it where you can get different color buns at this place. And it's just regular cheeseburgers. It's not, it's not actual like like crab cakes or anything like that. But they also had one that's a lettuce wrap one that I was looking at. I was like, that looks kind of interesting.
Dead ass.
A
Q said,
lettuce
"What
wrap
is
burger.
Q said? What is your favorite SpongeBob season?" Oh, that's easy. The first three seasons for me.
Who asked that?
Q.
Oh, Q was in the comments. Hold up.
Yeah, Q always in the comments.
Oh, hey y'all. Hey y'all. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You got
I said,
Q in the comments. You got Mike's movie corner and more. Hey Mike.
Mike, Big Mike.
All right. All right. How y'all liking this pink hair so far?
I think it's sexy. I
You
mean,
can't be flirting with me on the live, okay?
I'm literally just saying I think it's sexy. How was that flirting?
It's the way you said it.
That's the way. I have a deep fucking voice. Everything I say sounds like flirtatious to people and shit. It's just my charisma. But
It's
no,
just
I'm not.
weird because when I was in middle school, I was always teased. I was always picked on. My nose was too big. I was too dark. You know, the usual when you're in a Puerto Rican school and you're a black girl.
I was picked on in middle school too until I whooped some ass. What this nigga's ass in the cafeteria? I was like, call me a monkey one more fucking time.
I couldn't hit none of the girls because they was already pregnant.
So they picking on you. I say this is what I say, and I'm just being real. And I'm not saying you should actually hit pregnant women, just go around slapping pregnant women. But if motherfuckers want to dish shit,
Thank you too.
they gotta learn how to take it. That's all I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I whooped that nigga's ass in the cafeteria, I had never been in a fight since because I just had that natural charisma and stuff like that. I ain't scared of nothing.
I can tell.
Shit, niggas be looking at me like they want to fight. I be like, yo, don't put your hands on me unless you about that life. That's right. Yo, Mike, I just saw your message. Appreciate it. I ain't gonna say it on the live though. Fuck it.
What do you say? Huh? Let me see.
Nah. He said he
confessions of I'm
yeah,
the worst.
yeah.
Good. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So everyone, I am doing fine. You know that the game show is starting on April 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So as to never cross paths with any review that Rich got going on. Because I know if I put that show on at like 11, 12 o'clock. But no, I'm trying to, I'm kind of regretting putting it on at 9 p.m. I feel like I should have put it on at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. But if anytime I want to just change the time, I could just change the time because it's my fucking show, you know.
Exactly.
I don't need nobody, permission to put it on when I want to put it on. But I think 9 o'clock is a good starting time. Trying to capitalize the market little bit by little bit.
It'd be like that. Yeah, I got a lot of good shows coming up. I know recently I just done a top Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episodes. I dropped that last week and everything like that too, which took me months to finish up and everything. So
because you had to watch every season.
No, I memorized all the episodes, but I was just busy as hell, especially with this whole car situation, just pushing shit back and whatnot too. So,
did most of your episodes, your favorite episodes, have the new Aunt Viv in it or the old Aunt Viv?
A little bit more on the old Aunt Viv, because I went by season, but I did, like I said, I'm not one of those fans that just sideline the new Aunt Viv era, because I still feel like the show was still relatively funny, even though it kind of lost some steam after the 4th season. You know what I'm saying? Because people forget the show was supposed to have ended after the 4th season, but he renewed it for 2 more seasons and stuff like that too. So, but mind you, the same people that say, "Oh, they don't like light skin on Viv," are the same people that love the episode when Will's father comes back into his life, which came out that shit too. And I've always been a fan of Daphne Maxo-Reid. You know, she was on that show Frank's Place with Tim Reed, which I feel like is an underrated show, if you ask me.
With her husband.
Yeah, but she's fine as fuck too. But that's another story for a different day. Well, both on Vivs are fine as fuck. But shit, if I had to Menage a trois, something. let me be good. Let me be a good boy. Try, where the fuck you at? Alright, well, I'm gonna say 5 minutes. I'm gonna wait. If he's not here in 5 minutes, we're just gonna start. But
Okay.
like I
While
said,
he's not here, how about you give the rundown like you usually do? By the time you're done, he should be in.
okay. So pretty much just say what the movie's about, who's in the movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, but that makes sense. We can save some time. 'Cause I ain't trying to be up here up till 2 in the morning talking about this movie. All right, what's up, motherfuckers? How y'all doing? This your boy Reg in the building. A lot of people say the hardest working man in show business. Oh, excuse me, hardest working man in YouTube. That's James Brown. Excuse me. A lot of people say very vulgar. Some people say I'm crazy, but y'all know who I am. My co-host today is going to be the lovely Lashia. Think Different TV's Lashia. You know, she's sporting the pink hair, the pink bubblegum hair. I love that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Yeah, she's waving right now and stuff. So before I start, I want to give some quick shout outs. I want to say the people in Baltimore. I read about the whole bridge collapse. I just want to say y'all keep your head up. Y'all make sure y'all be safe. That's one of the main reasons I don't like driving on bridges. I'm gonna be real with you. I never liked driving on bridges because of that mess. And look who
Yeah,
just
that stuff
came
was
in.
crazy.
Right,
I'm sorry.
look who just came in the building.
My bad. I was
You're late. You're late. Let me start.
You don't do that line, man. I do that line.
I try.
Hey, what's up?
And just coming in the building.
You see what her pink wig on? Getting Nicki vibes right now.
It's like, oh my gosh. You are the worst. Oh my gosh.
It's
Can't you
nice
just
though.
say
It looks
I
like
like the pink hairstyle? Why you gotta go with it? You got the pink wig on today.
okay. It
You're
looks
such
nice
an
to you
old
though. Not every
guy. Like,
that looks. You know, pink is a hard color to pull off. So I like it.
y'all, it's not a wig. It's my
That a wig?
hair
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't know.
today.
Wink, wink. I didn't know. Wink, wink.
You know what? I'm
Anyway.
not even gonna front. This is a good ass wig. You know how much I paid for this wig? It was straight off Dominican head. It was only $20.
It's dope. It's dope. I like it.
And look at that. Stiff wear. Stiff wear. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
All right. That's actually my sponsor, Stiff Wigs and stuff like that.
Wow.
I said stiff
Anyway.
wear.
Stiff wear,
Asshole.
stiff wigs, stiff wear, stiff wigs. I'll just count that as a sponsor. It's my first sponsor, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, shout out to the people in Baltimore. Also, niggas on the run, they're always gonna get caught. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So the movie we're gonna
I tell y'all. I tried to tell y'all.
mind you, he was arrested on Tri's birthday and on the anniversary of life after that.
That's not crazy.
That's crazy. Yo, that is crazy. Yo.
Yeah, now y'all see why I don't like this man.
He was arrested. Not arrested. His sons were arrested on Tri's birthday. I know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, Try.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. It's been a lot happening during this week, so I'm sorry. I forgot. Between Diddy getting raided and Baltimore Bridge collapsing,
Yep.
I was like, goodness gracious, it's a lot happening this week, and now I know why, because it's your birthday week.
Oh boy. Celebrating, man. All the airbeats. Shout out to Jalen. His birthday is
Yes.
My two of my grandfathers. One of them was today. The other one is tomorrow, and they both not here. So I'm celebrating for all two of them.
I'm sorry about the loss, boss.
A long time ago, but we celebrating.
Definitely. All right. So so we got all the shout outs.
Hey Ray.
Since we got all the shout outs out the way, let's talk about this bad movie and shit. I don't, you know, I've reviewed a lot of movies. Reviewed a lot of movies on this channel. Some of them were classics. Some of them were trash. I really don't know what to think about Mea Culpa, Tyler Perry's latest endeavor. Saying, the second Tyler Perry I'm talking about this year. That's crazy, you know. And the irony is that certain people who I thought would not like this movie actually like the movie. I'm not talking about Lashia. I'm talking about the same nigga that didn't like Blazing Saddles and shit. The American Class. But Mea Culpa, this movie came out February 23rd, 2024. It was written, directed, produced, and conceived by Tyler Perry. It stars Kelly Rowland, who we just recently finished talking about Destiny's Child. If y'all have not seen them Destiny's Child reviews, make sure y'all see that shit. Some of the best R&B reviews we've ever done.
Can you mute until Reg is done? I'm sorry. His sound is cutting out a lot.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Appreciate it, y'all. I didn't know what was going on. I just heard myself talking shit. So yeah, this is written, directed, produced, conceived, gave birth by Tyler Perry. It stars Destiny's Child's Kelly Rowland. Well, let me stop because Kelly Rowland's actually a dope actress. She's done a lot of stuff. Let me not say that. Trevante Rhodes. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't see the hype with this guy. He's probably one of the worst things in this movie, to be real with you. Nick Saga, Sean Saga, who guess both of them were brothers. Ronrico Lee, Shannon Thornton were in the movie. And Angela Robinson also was in the movie as well too. So yeah, it's pretty much, you know what I'm saying. This movie was the recent movie that he came out with because you know Tyler Perry has a deal with Netflix, and you know he came out with a movie the year before called Jasmine Blues, which I feel like is a very underrated movie. That's the movie I actually like, but it's actually a movie I can only watch really one time. And then you also had the Medea Homecoming movie, which I actually like that movie too. So yeah, man. I'm gonna let y'all give y'all thoughts on the movie and stuff like that too. How y'all got into the movie, y'all first impressions and stuff like that. I'm gonna start with Lashia. Yes, I'm gonna start with you. Mm-hmm.
All right. So first off, Medea Homecoming. I think I've seen that more than I wanted to because my grandmom is in love with that movie. And every time she comes over on the weekend, somehow, some way, it ends up on the TV screen. So yeah. She loves that little Beyonce part at the end. I don't know why, but it's so annoying. Anyway, what is it? The Coachella, whatever it is. I don't know. Coachella thing. I can't get into it. But anyway, Mea Culpa. So you said you wanted to do a review, and I was like, I'm all for it. I have to watch it first. So I watched it for the very first time tonight. I was able to get my mom's password and sign in for Netflix and borrowed her Netflix real quick so I could watch it. Let's just say they made it happen with very few on the cast. Okay. I wasn't overwhelmed with a whole bunch of faces. One face I was happy to see is the one that played Renee, and I believe that's Angela Robertson. I love her.
Yes.
I love her so much. Like I watched her on the Have and Have Not. And she is like the best villain person ever. Like she is so great at playing that part. So when I saw her face, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this movie even more. I already loved it because it was a little slow at first, but not really. it gave you insight on a lot that was going on. I like the fact that it told the story and helped, and you got a chance to connect with the character before they really got into some crazy stuff. But at the end, I did feel like stuff was a little rushed because it was like, okay, we built up all of this and like we gotta end it. So like, how can we end it? And then when they ended it, it just felt very rushed. However, the ending was a twist that I did not see coming. I don't know why. I went into this without doing the thing I usually do. Usually I'd be sitting up there like, I bet you this gonna happen. I bet you this gonna happen. I just went into it just watching it like regular, not assuming anything, not saying, oh, but the whole thing with the layers of the pictures. And if you're watching this review and you haven't seen the movie yet, should we put that there's going to be some spoilers, or are we okay? Spoiler alert. Okay, so when they did the whole when she said it's a lot of layers, and she went and she started pulling back the pictures, I was like, oh shit! Like I loved it so much. It was so good. It was so good. I didn't like that they tried. Okay, so somehow, some way, Tyler Perry got to put in every movie that a black woman's getting disrespected. It got to be in the movie somewhere, some way. You got to have that in there. That the black woman gets disrespected. The light skinned man is the culprit, the bad guy. The dark skin guy, and I'm glad on how it ended. She didn't end up with the dude, because as soon as I found out, okay, if I was in her shoes and I found out he was innocent and the pipe was good, I would have been like, I know you're a playboy and all, but it was just crazy how everything unfolded. Shout out to her friend. Her friend was definitely there, had her back, but she was one of them Stepford wives. And if y'all ever watch Stepford Wives, matter of fact, that would be a good review to watch the old Stepford Wives and watch the new the recent Stepford Wives with, well, it's not recent, but it's like semi-recent. But to watch both of those and compare them. But anyway, she was definitely a Stepford wife. Okay. Her husband told her to jump. She was like, how high? But part of it was because he had dirt on her all along. He had the dirt on her all along. So that's why she was just falling in love with everything he said. And if he didn't have that dirt, she would have had the courage to leave that sucker. And the mom was a piece of work. Oh my gosh, it was just a lot. But who was the real villain of this whole movie? I was so into all the twists and turns. I was like, let me find out that her PI is in on it too. Because if he wasn't in on it, I would have been like, yo, I don't know anymore. Lord, help me, please. But I feel like he was the real villain in all of it anyway, because
it was the worst PI ever.
Because he set the wheels in motion for her to do what she did. Like he gave her that ammo. He gave her that ammo. So he was like, I'm your friend. I'm not going, I'm not gonna take it and but he said, I'm not gonna judge you or nothing like that, girl. But he pretty much set the wheels in motion. He was like, yeah, he in the hotel, room 714. Like he's good enough of a PI that he could have gave her the whole story. But he was like, he just showed her a picture of him going in a room. I was like, and then he like, oop, my bad.
Right, like nigga, we paying you for this stupid shit.
Nigga, what you doing? And he was like, damn. He was like, don't do nothing. Listen, call me tomorrow. Let me know. She was like, up. And I was like, ew, she went and slept with him when he had dirty ding-a-ling, because he just had that girl riding on his ding-a-ling, and he didn't take not a shower or nothing. And the next thing you know, they was butt naked. and they was having sex with Pink and stuff like that. And I'm like, Pink don't clean nothing. And I was like, he gonna mess up your whole pH balance because you up here like, I listen. It was a lot of stuff in that movie, but I'm glad I watched it. I'm glad I didn't listen to everybody else that was saying it was not a good movie. It was definitely a good movie for me. Even though I know the ending, I probably put it on again just to be on some like background noise type of thing, just to have playing in the background because it wasn't that bad of a movie. And I liked the white guy at her job because the white guy at her job, he was on it, honey. He was like, he had her back. He was not there much, but I feel like he had her back more than the guy that was supposed to be the PI.
And the guy that was her husband. That's another story.
I'm just saying, because when the husband showed up to the job, he was just like, you want me to kick him out? Like, it's okay. But yeah, that's insane. Like, that joint had me in my feels. I was mad. So I was like, why she leave the Dominican Republic? Come all the way back home to the house. His mama don't like you. I would have thought it was a setup for me because he was just too calm. First of all, you cussing me out and telling me that his brother should never been with me and all this stuff. And then you turn around and you all of a sudden talk so it's okay. Just come back to the house. I was like, that nigga sound mad suspect. And you went right back. That's when I texted you, Reg. I was like, this movie making me so mad.
Exactly. Like
she went back to the house. And it was just a lot. But all right, I'm done.
All right.
I think it was a good movie. And mind you, I'm not a huge Tyler Perry fan. I've only seen a couple of his films, but I think just from the backlash that I saw online for this movie, I'm like, I gotta check it out. It's Kelly Rowland. She's a beautiful woman. It can't be that bad, right? I've seen worse movies than that. So I watched it, and Mia was real professional in the beginning. It was all about the case. She was married, even though she was having problems in her marriage, and she was focused on the case. And then somewhere along the way, her like taking on the case, which she didn't even want in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? She had to get talked into taking the case, and just her spending time around Zaire and getting to know him and asking him about what happened to his missing girlfriend or whatever. And I think that's when she started to have some feelings for him, being that she was in a rocky marriage. You know what I'm saying? Her man wasn't, paying her no mind. And I think it all came from that, where she started to have feelings for him, when she's like, he's like taking her over to paint. And, she really, like that really was should have been like the, where you draw the line between client and lawyer. You know what I'm saying? When you at his house late at night and he's like, he's taking you to draw and all that, and that really should have been the line. But she was sucked into it, and she was in her feelings, and she ended up, sleeping with this dude, and I think that really kind of like mucked up the whole case. But like even watching it, I'm like, I'm not convinced that he didn't do it. I still feel like he might have killed his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Because we never really found out. I mean, who killed the girl? Wait, I'm trying to think. Like, I believe it was it the brother-in-law that killed
yeah,
that friend?
No.
It wasn't the brother-in-law. So we really don't know.
She was never dead.
She was never dead. That's right. Because Mia saw her over in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
That's right. So it was all a setup. It was all a setup. But it was a lot of stuff going on in this film. The whole thing with the brother-in-law and his wife and the family, that mother was evil. That mother-in-law was evil. And I kept thinking, like, for the whole movie, like, why is Mia even a part of this family? Because you can't stand your mother-in-law. You and your husband are like on the outs, really. Like, why is she still a part of his family? Then you got the brother-in-law who's like a high-powered lawyer that she's going up against because he's representing, he's representing, getting Zaire locked up or whatever. So it's just a lot of stuff going on with that family, and um, Mia. I like Kelly Rowland's character. I think she did a good job. I think her performance was good, and the fact that like she actually got to get naked in this film was just something that she's never done before. You know, but I thought it was a good movie. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know what was gonna happen. I thought maybe it would have been something where like they end up finding the dead girlfriend, but we find out that she was really alive and it was all like a plot or whatever. And the brother-in-law killing his own wife, trying to kill Mia, and that was crazy. Like that was a wild ending. And I think after everything that happened, like Mia just really wanted to be by herself. Like after that whole thing, like she could have, like Lucia said, like she could have went off with Zaire or whatever after he was cleared of all charges and they found him innocent. But I think that whole thing that she went through, she just was like, she gotta be by herself, and I liked it. I thought the movie was good. I thought the ending was different. It wasn't predictable like we usually see with these like crime of passion films, and the guy that played that the private detective, I felt like he was really in love with her. Like you could tell like
Same.
they had a close friendship, but it was almost like he wanted to do it for her, but it's almost like I'm showing you how bad your husband is, but at the same time I'm also showing you that I want to be with you instead. Like I'm the better man for you. And that never happened. Um but I thought it was good. I thought it was a good Tyler Perry movie, you know what I'm saying? And I don't understand the hate for it. I'm like, bro, I just saw the reboot for Roadhouse, which was garbage, and people is got the especially our people is going on social media and trashing this movie, and I think it was a good movie.
Hey, well, try. You might have to throw me in that list. Now, to be fair, when I when I first watched this movie, I really did not like it. I'm not gonna hold you. I did not like it. I did not like. First of all, there was a lot of things I really just did not like. I felt like the story really took a long time for it to really kick in my personal opinion. I felt like Tyler was kind of trying to do something different, which there are some positive things. I want to talk more about that in a minute, but give me a second. But I definitely felt like you ever notice how sometimes it might look good on paper, but then it might not look good in execution? And there were like some weird scenes that kind of did feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not like Travante's acting. I'm just gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna be real with you. He was lazy. I've never. I know you guys. I never really actually seen him like that and stuff like that because I know he's on that show. He's on that one show. He's on that one show. If Loving You Was Wrong, he was on that Tyler Perry show, and then he played Mike Tyson and stuff like that too. I mean, I liked him on United States versus Billie Holiday, which I feel like that's an underrated movie, an underrated biopic and shit like that. But I don't know, he just sounded like he was just waking up from a nap on a lot of these scenes. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you can tell Tyler Perry. You can tell there was those Tyler Perry S lines where he try to think he's so smooth. He'll say some shit like he'll think it's the smoothest shit in the world. Where it's like, nigga, I can see this on a Hallmark card. To be real with you and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then oh, the family. Oh my god. They were just Saturday morning cartoon villains and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The mama, they should have just called this movie their own version of Throw Mama from the Train, because that's what I would have done to that mom if I had to live 30 minutes with her and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, now there were some positive things. Oh wait, I have to get to this. The PI. I have to get to this motherfucker. I like Ronrico Lee as an actor. I've been a fan of him since Sister Sister. You know, he played Tia's boyfriend, but he always picks a lot of bad movies, and he kind of plays the same role in a lot of his movies. The happy-go-lucky black guy and stuff like that. That's like the boy next door and shit like that too. This motherfucker was the worst motherfucking PI. Like some of the shit that he was leading Mia, and I'm just looking at myself like, how did this motherfucker even become a PI? Because it was not once, not twice, but it was like about 3 times he fucked up and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of pissing me the fuck off. I was just like, God damn. But there was some good in the movie, and it mostly came from like Kelly Rowland. I felt like Kelly Rowland did a magnificent job, you know, leading the movie. I felt like she carried the movie, to be real with you, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And Angela Robinson as Renee. Now you guys should know. Calm down, Lashia. Calm down, Lashia. Now you guys should know that I did mention the haves and the have-nots a couple of times on this channel, like briefly. I felt like it was a good show when it wanted to be, but then those last couple of seasons was just ass. There was that Tyler Perry writing that really just got on my fucking nerves. And Angela Robinson pretty much carried those last couple of seasons. And so, but the problem, yes, I know. You can unmute your mic if you want to. You can unmute. Okay. All right. But the problem with it's like it was pretty much Veronica in the movie and stuff like that too. I kind of wanted a bit more depth. You know what I'm saying? But I did like her chemistry. I wish she was in more of the movie. I would. That was one. I didn't care for. I didn't care for the motherfucking I'll Be Sure Reject Brothers. I didn't care for them like that. You know what I'm saying? I wish she would have been like more of like a mentor, because the way they had it in the trailer, they act like she was like in half the movie, and I hate when these fucking movie trailers you try to lie to me and stuff like that too. Especially like Stomp the Yard, they made it seem like Chris Brown was gonna be a feature like Michael Jackson on The Wiz. This motherfucker died within 7 minutes of the movie. Even the movie American Fiction, which I love that movie. I wish it would have won more Oscars, but that's another story for a different day, because you know Oscars so white. They made it seem like Tracy Ellis Ross was like in the majority of the movie. This girl died of cancer within like 20 minutes. I'm like, God damn. Like, this is Tracy Ellis Ross. Like, come on, damn. The mama was going through Alzheimer's and shit like that.
I didn't even see the movie.
Oh, that. Well, I said it was going to be spoilers.
Fluffer. You mother fluffer.
Fluff you.
I didn't get a chance to see it yet.
I don't give a flying fluff. Shoot.
I've been working hard, and I've been meaning to see that movie, and then you tell me, you suck.
Oh, I'm sorry. But anyway, but yeah, man, it was just like, as far as Tyler Perry movies go, it's not the worst thing. There was Confessions, for God's sakes. Acrimony, which acrimony is so bad it's funny and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I did not like For Color Girls. I did not like that fucking movie. No black man would ever do what Michael Ealy has done. That's all I have to say. See, I didn't spoil that. I didn't spoil that, did I? Right? I didn't spoil that. But hell, Tyler is like Tyler Perry. As far as directors go, he is the most miscalculated director with the most fugazi filmography ever and stuff like that. And yeah, that's my new word of the day, fugazi and shit. And because sometimes I don't necessarily hate I'm not one of those motherfuckers that hate every Tyler Perry movie, because I love Family That Prays. I love Medea's Family Reunion. You know what I'm saying? I love Daddy's Little Girls, maybe my favorite Tyler Perry movie. Maybe. Why Did I Get Married? 1, classic. Why Did I Get Married? 2? That's gonna be a review coming. Yeah, but this one is different. I would say, okay, Tyler Perry's doing something different, but this is way better thriller than Fall from Grace. way better thriller, way better wigs too than Fall from Grace. I have to say that. So this one, it's okay. It grew on me a little bit, but I'm not bashing it, but I'm not praising it. So that's my elaborate opinion.
All right. So let's break down these scenes a little bit more. All right. Because it was a scene in there that I really thought they could have did without, that they put in there. And I was just like, that was odd. Okay. So, you start off with her in the psychiatrist's office with her husband. They are discussing their marriage, of course, but then he gets a call from his mom and he has to leave. I hated that. I was just like, and part of me was like, I feel where she's coming from. I feel where she's coming from as far as that aspect is concerned. Then, you go to the birthday party, and the birthday party is very odd. It's like the mom invites a girl that he's friends that she knows her husband has had an affair with or got real close with, and all this different stuff. And she's like talking down about his wife, like while she's there. And I was like, oh my God, like she better than me, because I would have jumped across the table. Oh, anyway. So there was that scene. And then the guy just showing up at her office saying he wants her to take the case. And I was like, first of all, boundaries right there. He already crossed the boundary, because how the hell he in her office, already. So that to me already told me that they was going to end up effing, because he already had an in when he was in her office. And then him talking about some here, picking up her phone. First of all, violation. How are you just gonna pick up my phone? You just picked up my phone, talking some unlock it and put my number in there. And at first I thought she was gonna do it, because she always gave this like, I'm gonna do it, but then she didn't do it. And I was like, go Patty. Because she was like, you can leave your number with my assistant up front. I was like, yes. And then it was a part where, she goes to his loft. That made me nervous, because I was like, girl, you have a whole office he can come to. And she was like, she goes to his loft, and then she got to go home. And he like, oh, I could drop you off at the station. So at first I was like, no, girl, don't do it. And then he told her something, you can get on my motorcycle, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, no. And then when she said, oh, my car is about to be here soon, I was like, yes, girl, yes. I kept cheering for her. I felt like Tyra Banks, like, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. And then she fucked up. Just getting that news from her PI guy. And then, PI guy, is pig. Like that nigga was a straight swine. All right. He was trash. He fed her wrong information. And the part that I said they could have dealt without was what was the point of taking her to this swingers type place? Because I've been to one several times. It's not like that in there. Okay. Maybe I just been going to the wrong one, but it's not like dudes just like walking up having perfect bodies, talk about some, hey, you want to F? It's not like that, so I'm just looking like they made it the most unbelievable, or maybe this is the swingers club that's like, because they had the little bells and stuff like that, and it gave off the illusion like people were like effing behind it, or they could have been effing. And then the one chick that was like, yeah, I'll be naked on screen, and they had her like, doing the guy. But I was just like, we could have did without We could have done without the scene because he was like, I want to go dancing. So I think he gonna take her. At first, when I saw the red light, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know this Negro did not take her to where I think he took her. And sure enough, she get down to the bottom. I was like, oh, so he taking her there. And he got her all fired up. And it didn't help either that her husband came onto her in the bathroom before she left and went over there because he already put her in that mood that little motion, like she was getting all, super soaker down there. But then she had stopped her husband and was like, no, I gotta go. And then she getting gone and she goes do what she gotta do. But then now she around this other guy that got a little bit of riz. And Reg, I know you're not too much of a fan of Trevante Rhodes, but me, I'm a big fan of dark-skinned dudes. So,
thank you.
I was like, he is definitely a sexy guy. So I was like, I can understand, but it was just like very weird energy, like him trying to make her, I guess, jealous or, having the other chick there. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And then the girl was just like, oh, hey. And he was like, no need to introduce yourself because she's not staying anyway. But it's like, she walks up there. No, I was mad because I was like, first of all, he couldn't jump into the shower real quick.
Right.
He couldn't rinse off. He couldn't wash off his dang-a-lang. You go to another area, y'all get doused in paint. That doesn't wash her cooch, the other girl's cooch juices off of you. I was really upset about that. I was like, Kelly.
That to me was unbelievable. I'm like, what are you doing? You trying to get with your lawyer, but you messing with another chick in front of your lawyer, and then you're gonna go sleep with her? I didn't understand that.
But I was mad at Kelly because I was like, you just saw this chick just hop off of him.
Right.
Then you walk up to him, kiss him, and then you're like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Now me, I would have been like, I can't do this because you gotta go watch it or something. Because you was just
I agree. That was just nasty.
Girl. I wouldn't have stopped because I was feeling bad. I would have been like, you need to go wash off, rinse off, take some of that Old Spice. Wash that off.
Oh no, Old Spice makes you more musty.
Right?
That shit make you more musty.
I don't know what y'all use.
I use Speed Stick.
Yeah, that Old Spice ain't for black people. That ain't for black people.
Speed Stick body wash?
No, Speed Stick and Right Guard for my deodorant.
Yeah.
Now Old Spice is for niggas who go to Diddy's party. I guess
that ain't for black people.
That's what niggas go to Old Spice to go to Diddy's wild parties and shit. That's why they did.
The party that he took her to, the party that she ended up
right.
But it would have been a sausage fest. There wouldn't have been that many women there. But anyway, moving on. But I was just like, they could have done without that scene because it didn't add anything. It's not like they did anything in that scene. It was just like this was a way for Tyler Perry to be like, this is what I'm into, y'all. Subtle hints.
I don't know.
I would have just put it out there. This is how I get down on my free time. So I go to places like this. And then, it was just so many things with that. The scene with Angela, oh my gosh, it brought me back up because I was kind of like, it did. When I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, but you're so right, Reg, that she did give Veronica just in a different setting, in a movie. Like she just gave Veronica in movie form. You're absolutely right about that. Like she played the same exact character. Somebody else that was in it it was just so much to pull from this movie. The whole thing where everything broke down and he was like, oh, I want to send you a email, check your email. And then the mom knocked her phone out of her hand and then she put her knee on it. I was like, so obvious. oh, it looked like your phone is not going to be working anymore. Like,
Oh
and
hell!
then it was like, yeah, your mom don't really got cancer. It is like, oh, well, of course I already knew that. I'm just mad you took so long to figure it out. Like, you know,
Charlie be trying to make it feel slow sometimes and shit.
but this type of movie, you got to work backwards. You got to, so when everything come out, you in your mind, you have to say, oh, this happened, so that's why this happened, and then this happened because this happened. Like, you got to go all the way backwards, which is
Yeah.
crazy to me. And I like doing stuff like that, but sometimes I don't want to do it all the time. But if you break down the movie for real, the guy, the DA, found out his wife was screwing some artists. And because he's running for whatever he's running for, governor, mayor, whatever, he got to keep his nose clean. And he can't just get rid of his wife because that ruins the happy family image that he's trying to portray. And you know, his kids, he got kids with her. Now, I didn't say nothing about a kid. Anyway, I never saw the kids in there. So she always had these kids she had to take care of, but I ain't never seen them. So I guess they was like, you know, the budget doesn't allow for us to have children in this movie because it's a very low budget movie. So we can't afford the kids to be in this movie. So they didn't have the kids in there, but they kept referring to the kids. And that's another reason why he probably was like, I can't divorce her because I gotta keep up this happy family image for me being a mayor. And then he threw in the extra piece of his mom having cancer because he wanted the sympathy vote. But then also, if ever anybody found out about his wife stepping out on him, they would be more on his side to vote for him, because it's like, how dare she do this to him while he's grieving over his mom having cancer and this, that, and the third. So I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of ingenious. Well, anyway, so he finds out the girl, his wife, is having an affair with this artist dude. The artist dude is, you know, living his best life because he ain't got no strings attached. He ain't got no kids, no nothing. He just this artsy fartsy guy that just has some riz. So then he goes and he's messing with this chick. But then the DA was like, his weakness is women. He finds out that this is the guy that screwed my wife. So he's like, oh, I can get him in trouble because fuck, I can't have him out here walking the streets knowing that he messed with my wife. So he goes and he hires a girl out in the Dominican Republic to be, you know, to come on to the artsy fartsy guy. They do all this stuff, and you know, and they have this whirlwind romance, and then all of a sudden she makes this video talk about she sent her sister or something like that, and it was all a elaborate plot scheme for the DA. The DA, you know, faked the girl's death. Then he sends her back to Dominican Republic, giving her whatever money or whatever. And you know, Dominican Republic, you can give them like $10,000, and they think that's a lot of money down there, you know, and that really ain't a lot of money, but it's enough money for her to feel like she can, you know, go and probably scam somebody else. So that happens. That's why when Mia went to Dominican Republic, she ran into the girl and found out she wasn't really, you know, really dead, and found out that he's been the other guy, the artsy fartsy guy, was set up this whole time, because with him in jail, nobody would really think about him having an affair with his wife, with the DA's wife. The DA put him away, so that's even more going to give him an advantage to winning mayor or governor, whatever he's running for. His mom pretending she got cancer will end up getting resolved, because somehow, some way, they're going to find a way to say she's in remission. Trust and believe that was the next thing that was going to come up. Once he get his mayor, governorship, whatever, they was going to say, oh, she's in remission. Thank God, she's a survivor, you know. And
hallelujah.
But the only person that was in the way of them doing all of this was Mia.
Yep.
Mia was in the way of all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mia was in the way of all of it, and so was his brother. His brother didn't follow, and also, did y'all peep that little conversation they had in the car when before Mia like end up having her husband unalive? You
Yeah.
hear what he said to him? You hear what he said to her? He was like, he told me that I should just hit you and get you in line. But I said, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go the nice route, and look what it got me. And I was like, yo, why do I feel like this was like a nod to Keke Palmer and her situation with
Just what
her
you
baby
said.
daddy and her baby daddy's brother and the girl he with, because the baby daddy's brother was talking about something like that, like we always been in like an abusive situation, and their mom was abusive. Oh my gosh, Tyler Perry knew all along. Tyler Perry knew all along. He knew all about Keke Palmer. He used that in the movie, y'all.
I mean, he
Oh my
writes his
gosh,
movie like
I just
every
had
day.
a revelation. I just had a revelation. Because think about it. The younger brother was manipulated by his mom and older brother, and he ended up with a very strong, independent woman, i.e., Keke Palmer. He didn't have a job like Keke Palmer's baby daddy.
Oh God.
He kind of looks like him too, no cap.
What?
Well, why not
Yeah, because
cast Kiki
Tyler be
Palmer?
writing his movies in like 8 days, produce that shit in 7 days, just for cost reasons and shit like that. Because he did Acrimony in 8 days.
I'm trying to told you, like that whole dynamic that was giving me major, like Keke Palmer, the brother, the having control, the brother being with the girl that is like a Stepford wife that's not saying anything. She ain't say nothing until Keke Palmer went through what she was going through.
Right.
Yeah, but he was also a mama's boy. Like you saw what happened at the birthday dinner, and the mother's talking about his wife, and he ain't even standing up for his wife. That's crazy.
Listen, Keke Palmer's baby daddy mom pretty much screwed them up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so they already was screwed up, and their mom was in an abusive relationship with their father, and their father used to do some stuff. So it was like a whole trickle down effect. So listen, I'm just saying, sometimes art imitate life, but sometimes in this case, I feel like art imitated life. That's what I meant to say. Because there's no way it could be that specific as to that conversation in the car. And then when she unbuckled his seatbelt, it didn't even dawn to him to be like, let me stop the car. He gonna keep driving. He gonna ask, what you doing? You ain't think to hit the brakes, nigga.
But that should have been the turn for him. That's when he should have turned and been on her side. Instead, he was riding with the family the whole time.
But how crazy is that to know that you could just hit a button on the radio and then you can hear what he talk about on the phone?
Right.
I was like, how do you do that? We can do that. We can do that.
Shit.
I didn't know we could do that. I was like, Tyler just be coming up with stuff. He was like, I gotta get it so that she can hear what he's saying on the other end. How can we do this? Oh yeah, just hit a button on the radio and automatically you can hear everything he's saying on his phone. No, it don't work like that, Tyler. It don't work like that. I know it was a good try. You tried it for real. It was just, but she was like, why are you taking me back to the house? Soon as I saw me going back to the house, I would have been like, I would have unbuckled my joint.
Get out.
I would have opened up, I would have braced myself. I would have been like, I'm jumping out of this motherfucking car. This nigga's taking me back where I don't want to be. Like that house became the get out house. I don't want to be there. But yeah, it was a lot with that movie, man. Like just the whole breakdown of everything. I really feel like that one scene shouldn't have been in there. The whole sex thing shouldn't have been in there. It was no need for it. I guess it was just a way for Tyler Perry to live out his fantasy, to have naked people orgying it up on his set. He can supply the baby oil, and I was just saying, it was just craziness. But and then Kelly, y'all kept saying Kelly was gonna be naked. Kelly was naked.
She
She
was.
wasn't naked in it. She wasn't naked in it enough to be like, oh my gosh. Like,
She
it
was
was just
naked. What
like,
you talking
oh,
about? She was
little
naked.
bit of butt cheeks, little bit
That's
of butt
naked.
cheeks.
Okay, that's what part of that is not naked. She had no panties on.
I've seen raunchier sex scenes. I gotta agree with Lasheen on this
What?
one.
Well, I'm not saying it was a porno now. I'm just saying she was naked. It was a sex scene with her and the
Have you
guy and
seen
Zaire in the paint. Like
Have
you
you
could
seen
see
Angel
flesh.
Heart?
Pride, just because you ain't seen somebody naked in like
There
forever,
you
don't
go.
mean that qualifies as naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly Rowland was naked.
Seeing itty
Thank
bitty
you.
butt
Hey,
cheeks
yo.
ain't
Hey,
seeing
I've
seeing
seen
a
more
lot
than
of
that.
naked
I'm just
stuff.
saying, she was naked. That's the first movie I've seen where she showed cheeks. We ain't never seen her like that in no other film.
You know what's like speaking of what? You know what's like the most raunchiest movie I've seen in a minute? Last
What's that?
What?
Tango in Paris.
I
Last
never
Tango in
seen it.
Paris.
I don't think I've seen it. I don't know if I've seen it. Who was in there?
It was one of Marlon Brando.
Oh God! Of course he would say that.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Was it good? Was it good, Reg? Because
It's one of my favorite Marlon.
Was
It's
it
one of my
good?
favorite Marlon Brando movies. Yes, it was
Okay.
good.
All right. I still like him, The Godfather. That's just me.
He's more than a Godfather to me, man. Marlon's. But I have to agree with Lashia. People kind of overrate that sex scene and shit like that too. To be real with you.
It don't have to be a porno, but she was showing skin.
Okay. I mean, shit.
And shout out to Good Vibes Only. Yeah, I already gave my opinion, but I also did break down the movie a little bit for a lot of people that said spoilers. Spoiler alert.
They ain't going to
So
no spoilers. They ain't
yeah.
going to.
So if you ain't like it, oh well.
They ain't watching it.
But I like that your name is Good Vibes Only, even though you brought negativity. But it's okay. If you want to see more of that, you can see it on Think Different TV. Love you so much. I gave my reaction. If you came in earlier, you would have saw it. You came in late, so yeah.
It's a review. It's not
I
even
don't
a
know what to tell you.
reaction. This is a movie review. This is what we do.
All day, like
Mhm.
do movie reviews, you spoil shit. If you don't like it, then don't be on here. Don't be spreading that negativity. Like we don't come on your page talking shit.
Well, I had to let them know. Don't be coming up here. I was like, shit. Yeah, Mike.
Don't let me get in my Philly bag, because I get my Philly bag real quick. I'll be trying to hide it.
Shit. Other than that, it's 12:54. I'm probably gonna stay on for like another 5-7 minutes and shit.
I think this is a good film. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I definitely. I feel like Kelly did carry this film with her performance. She was good. Cast was okay. It wasn't great. I just thought it was a good film. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not one of the best, murder mystery crime of passion films. I've seen better, but it was decent. It was watchable. Trust me. Definitely compared to the shit that's out now, it was definitely watchable.
That's a good rating. What do you rate it, Lashia?
Damn, can I even give a rating? Everybody hating me in the comments right now. I'm about to just say,
yo, fuck them niggas.
What they gotta say?
Fuck them niggas. Tell them to come see me and shit.
I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Oh, we're not doing 8 out of 10. I'll give it a solid 4 out of 5.
You can do that. You can rate it how you wanted to rate.
Yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10. Kept me on my toes, and I mean, I gave a lot of stuff, but you should still watch it. It's a hell of a ride.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Well, I gotta give it probably a 3 out of 5 to be real with you. I do feel like it kind of grew on me. I feel like it's one of those movies I might watch if I'm bored and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I do give it an A for effort. And one thing I forgot to mention, I like how in the movie the the artist and the lawyer don't happily ever after, because you know Tyler Perry movies.
Right.
It's like somebody always got to marry after they've known each other for like a week or 2 weeks and stuff like that. Because cueing that lovely montage and stuff like that too. So I'm glad they didn't go that route. So that's why I kind of bumped up the rating. Because originally I was going to give it like two out of 5, but I was like, you know what? Let me appreciate the good and expand on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
You know why I don't remember it being called Confessions? Because wasn't it called Temptation?
Yes, Confessions, Temptations. People have
Okay, all
different.
right.
Yeah.
But if you notice, a lot of his movies, a lot of those type of movies, they don't end on a good note anyway. Acrimony, Taraji Dies, Confessions, the girl ended up growing old alone because she ended up with AIDS. Like,
Oh wow.
That can we hold on. That ending pissed me off. I'm not even gonna hold you because that was probably one of the worst endings I've seen to a movie and shit like that. It's okay for her to be alone, but damn, give her an STD and whatnot. Like, just say, oh yeah, you're a bad person. Let's just give you an STD and live with it. I'm just like,
no, I don't think that's what it was. I think, okay, so she stepped out of her marriage. She stepped out of her marriage, but the thing about it is that the guy had it.
I know.
So if she would have never cheated with the guy, she would have never ended up with the package. Package. She would never ended up with it.
What song is that?
Oh, that was from Trapped in the Closet.
Oh, okay. What chapter? Like 50?
That was like it had so many chapters, honey. But I think it was like before the. It was definitely before the preacher person.
Oh wow.
Before Pastor Offering.
I checked that after the parakeet started talking to him. I checked out of it. Like the bird is talking to him now. Like nah, it's too much.
Oh shit! What am I doing?
Yeah. So
y'all.
Yeah, a lot of his stories ended up. But this was the first time when the black woman lives, and she ain't got no diseases.
Right.
Her pH balance might be off a little bit because she messed with him after he messed with that girl. But ain't nothing a little, pill can't take care of. But it was the first time I was like, oh, she survived. Yeah. It was messed up that her friend died, though. That was messed up.
Well, she didn't actually like herself. She was just a stepwife, and she didn't defend herself, and she was on the family side, and she got a knife in her back because of that.
It wasn't even her back. The mom went up in front of her and was like that. I was like, oh, she definitely did. Like,
yeah, she did.
Why you say so strong like that? It wasn't even her back.
It wasn't because the mom looked her in the eye and killed her. That's what made it so crazy. Like, damn, this lady is the mother of your grandkids. Like, the kids that we never see ever in the movie.
Yeah, you never see the kids.
Never see the kids. Were they home?
I don't know.
They home? I don't think they was home.
They're probably in the attic.
In the attic. The upper room.
I gotta clean up what I messed up.
Oh man.
Thought of my life over again.
So
Let me
does that
stop.
conclude another successful review tonight?
Yes,
Yes, it does.
it was great.
Because it'll be the best
So
that we
when
do.
am I going to get y'all two together so we can do this game show?
Oh, it was what was it, Thursday? You said the 28th.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I'll be available.
you
You
got
said
to
it.
get with Reg because he's supposed to be your opponent and he's not giving me a
Hold
straight answer. So
on, hold on. What day you trying to do this?
Thursday,
What time?
what time are you available?
Let me see my. Hold on, 'cause I might have to do it before I go to work.
What time you got
Give
to
me,
be at work?
I think 3 o'clock. Give me one. Let me double check. Give me 1 second.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Yep, I work 3 to 11, so it gotta be before 3 o'clock.
So y'all trying to do it like 12? I
So
just need
good.
y'all for 30 minutes. That's it.
12, 1, whenever.
Oh, for 30 minutes?
Yeah, I just need y'all for 30 minutes. How long you think it was for?
I honestly didn't even know. To be
Don't
real with
answer
you, I
that.
thought.
It's a 30-minute game show. And then I'm doing five episodes.
Okay, well, anytime before 3 or even after I get off work. So anytime will work for me. I'm cool with it.
All right, so let's set it for 12.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll send y'all the link, the linky link, the
I
sneaky
bet.
link. No Diddy. No Diddy.
All right. Cause once I go to the record store, I'm gonna go to the record store right after that. I'll be straight. Yes, sir. Speaking of which, got a few announcements I gotta make. So, the collection video is gonna be next week. Day to be announced, and that one, I got a lot of heat to show y'all, and I already showed y'all 2 albums I have so far, which I've done reviews. We've done reviews on Destiny's Child, Survivor, and Queens A Day at the Races. I got vinyls, I got cassettes, I got VHSs and shit like that. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this collection video. So once I get
When you do
Ash,
collections, like, is it a particular genre?
it's anything
Anything.
Anything?
Could be a new
like
pair of shoes that you just got and show it off.
right. Honestly, if you even get a new mug, you
Mm-hmm.
can show it up.
Yep.
Cause I used to just stick it to music, and we used to just show sneakers and all.
Yep.
It's like a show and tell. You know what I'm saying? So yes, yes. Anyway, tomorrow at 12:30, we're going to do Beanie Siegel's second album, The Reason, from 2001, part of our Beans Wednesday series. You know what I'm saying? So this one's going to be a very dope ass review. Thursday at midnight, we're going to do Father MC's Down, I think, Sex by Law album, which was requested by Christian. I'm not really looking forward for that review because I've never really been a Father MC fan. I know loves him, like he's like one of the best, but
One of the best. I never told you that. I just said he was good for what he did, and that's what it is.
what did he do besides try to buy Kane? That's all I'm asking.
He never was Big Daddy King. You don't feel like he was king. He
He was
didn't
trying
have
to
the
bite
ball. So he wasn't like king. He was good
Kane.
for. He was like mini LL. Like he did drinks for the ladies.
That's even worse.
Yeah. I said he was mini LL. He was mini LL. He had the girl records. Sort of like what Drake does now. You know.
You're not making it any better. Try. Also, next week was going to be the Purple Rain review, hopefully, and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? So
The
again, I gotta check.
movie or
I was thinking of doing a re-review too. So we can just do, yeah, because I don't need to do no research on that album, so we can just do the re-review. You know what I'm saying? So that is gonna be to be announced. I'm gonna see what Ashley's up to. You know what I'm saying? Also this Sunday is gonna be Queen. We're gonna do news of the world and whatnot too. So really, really, really can't wait for that one and shit like that too. So yeah, and I'm also gonna actually pre-record my long-awaited review on Andre 3000's album, the Flu album. with that long ass title, which I really can't memorize and stuff like that because I've been catching up on a
Have
lot of
y'all
videos.
already did Wham?
Yes,
We talked about Wham. Yep.
Y'all
To
did
make it bigger.
Wham?
we did that years
Yeah.
ago on my channel. We got like over 700 views or something like that. So
Sheesh.
yeah, so people love Wham. Apparently,
I love Wham.
I like Wham. Yeah, so,
Shoot. We gotta do their first album too.
yeah.
But
We can
I was
still do
actually
Wham. I mean, if she wanna do Wham, we can still do Wham. So
oh yeah. I even want to talk about George Michael's second album, the
yeah,
Listen Without Prejudice.
that was
My
dope.
favorite album. Yeah, man. Anything I want to say before we head out?
I would say check me out Sundays, www.live975.com. I'm on the radio, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's only for 15 minutes. What else? Let me see, because I have a segment on there. Monday, I got Think Different TV every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know the spiel. All the other times, shout out to my TV fam all over the country. Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up, next Tuesday is the beginning of TDTV's Pop, Play or Pass game show. And also is following the Hidden and Quidditch. The Hidden and Quidditch tonight was extra freaking long because of so much that happened. It was like Diddy getting raided, the Baltimore Bridge falling, quiet on set, being Usher's mom saying, I want to sue Diddy too because, he took my son's V card. It was a lot. So, yeah, and a lot of people passed on this past week. So, wanted to make sure I fit all that in. But next week, hopefully, is a little bit light. It's at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and following it will be the game show. So, yep, that's all. I enjoy y'all as much as y'all enjoy me.
Right.
I just did a live stream with the homie Nostalgic. Check his podcast, Slick Blast Rapcast on Instagram. We did a live stream about best album covers all time, best hip hop album covers. It was fun. I think that's like part 3, part 4 we did. So check that out. R&B Reps, Elise and Junior. We did Mac Wild's New York A Love Story album review. That's gonna come out out of the end of this month or early April. We recorded the episode last week, so look out for that.
Bet. All right. Well, hope you guys have a very good night. Thank you guys for everything. And y'all can watch Mea Culpa on Netflix and whatnot. So, yeah, very, 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 very interesting movie. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.